Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Movie and TV Talk. Seems like Hollywood will just not give up on the idea of turning video games into movies and TV shows, despite having varying success that mostly ends on the less successful side. Sometimes it works and you get decent movies like Warcraft or Need for Speed, but more often than not, it doesn't work, and you get awful movies like Uncharted or any of the Resident Evil movies. Recently, I saw the reveal of another movie based on a video game, and that is Gran Turismo. Now, this was not a trailer, more of a sneak peek, I believe they called it. It's very short and shows off some of the filming of the movie and, has cast and crew talking about the movie and how awesome it's going to be and that it's exclusively in theaters because it's a movie, I guess, that can only truly be experienced in theaters. Now, why does this have me curious? One of my favorite movies based on a video game is the Need for Speed movie, and yes, I know that is ironic because I always hate the stories in the Need for Speed games that I've played. While that is true, it is something that does work well when adapted into a movie. Yes, the cops versus racer stories from the games actually adapt very well into a movie format. They give the main character enough backstory and reason for a rivalry, and it works well in a movie, as I keep saying. What makes me curious is how do you make a movie from the Gran Turismo games? Those games don't have a story like Need for Speed games do, as far as I know. What I remember of playing Gran Turismo is doing license tests to be able to drive whatever class of car I needed to do the next set of races. And to be frank, all of the races took place on, actual tracks. You had like Formula 1 and Formula 3 type of races. Now, I'm not here to doubt that a game like Gran Turismo is going to be a bad movie or anything. I just have a difficult time seeing what and how they're going to take a game franchise like Gran Turismo and turn it into a movie that has compelling characters and a decent story. I say decent because even the Need for Speed movie was a pretty basic story, but it worked well enough to make sense and for one to be invested for in the main character. Now, sure, I could sit here and give a whole ass explanation of what kind of story they could do, but I'm not going to do that. We'll just wait till we see what the trailer is about. But I really do hope that the Gran Turismo movie is going to be on the better side of movies based on video games, especially for Sony, because after how not so good the Uncharted movie was, Sony could really use a win in the theaters. But that's all I have to say, so if you like what you're seeing here, feel free to subscribe. If you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.